Losing a loved one is one of the most profoundly difficult experiences we face, and in those heavy moments of grief, finding the perfect final resting place brings a much-needed sense of peace. Cemeteries are sacred grounds of remembrance, quiet sanctuaries where families can honor and connect with those who have passed on. But beneath the serene surface of manicured lawns and timeless monuments, there is an unseen framework guiding everything you see. These sacred spaces operate under specific and often completely unknown rules, buried deep within cemetery deeds. Today, we are opening the gates to uncover these hidden restrictions, helping you navigate this sensitive process and avoid heartbreaking pitfalls when honoring your loved ones. When you purchase a burial plot, you receive a cemetery deed. But this official document is far more than just a simple receipt or proof of ownership. It is a binding legal contract containing all the rules for the gravesite. Buried in the fine print are the strict regulations of the memorial grounds. It's absolutely crucial to read and understand this hidden handbook before you make any decisions, like ordering an expensive custom headstone. And you can't assume what goes for one graveyard applies to the next. Rules vary widely between cemeteries, even in the same region. One might welcome seasonal decorations, while a neighboring property strictly forbids artificial flowers. Think of your cemetery deed as the foundational blueprint for a final resting place. Knowing its restrictions up front is the only way to ensure your family's memorial plans are actually permitted and avoid costly mistakes. When you purchase a cemetery plot, you aren't actually buying the land itself, but rather the internment rights. Cemetery deeds often strictly dictate who can use those rights, frequently limiting burials to direct family members. Want to bury a friend or an unmarried partner? You might face unexpected legal hurdles without formal written permission. What about the number of burials per space? While a standard grave traditionally holds one casket, modern rules often accommodate the rise in cremation. Many cemeteries now allow up to 4 cremated remains in a single traditional plot, maximizing the space. Don't assume you can just place an urn directly into the earth. Cemeteries frequently require urn vaults or outer burial containers. These sturdy enclosures prevent the ground from settling, keeping the lawn perfectly level for heavy maintenance equipment. Similar vault rules apply to traditional caskets, too. Lastly, if you plan to simply scatter a loved one's ashes over a family member's grave, pause and check the deed. Most cemeteries strictly prohibit unauthorized ash scattering anywhere on their grounds, even on a plot you already own. When you purchase a cemetery plot, you might assume it's yours to tend to however you see fit, but plot maintenance is strictly governed by cemetery rules. Who is actually responsible for keeping the grave looking neat? In most modern cemeteries, the groundskeeping is handled by the staff. Many deeds require a contribution to a perpetual care fund. This is a one-time fee built into the purchase price that ensures the overall cemetery grounds, including mowing and basic landscaping, are maintained indefinitely. Because they need to efficiently mow around thousands of graves, strict landscaping rules apply. You generally cannot plant your own trees, shrubs, or even small flower gardens directly on the plot. Overgrown roots can disrupt neighboring graves or pathways, and personal gardens make widespread mowing impossible. If you try to alter the landscape by adding decorative stones or borders, groundskeepers may be authorized by the deed to remove them without notice, keeping the cemetery's uniform appearance intact. Leaving a token of love at a gravesite is a deeply emotional act, yet cemeteries have strict guidelines to maintain a serene environment. When it comes to floral tributes, rules vary widely. Some grounds permit only fresh-cut flowers in approved vases, while artificial arrangements might be limited to winter months to prevent interference with lawnmowers. Seasonal decorations often have a strict expiration date. Many families are surprised to learn that certain items are universally prohibited. Glass vases are a major hazard. If broken, the shards pose a serious danger to maintenance crews. Items like balloons, wind chimes, and solar lights are also frequently banned. A deflated mylar balloon caught in a tree or an overly large plastic pinwheel can disrupt the peaceful atmosphere others seek. Size limits for memorial items, like small stone angels or framed photos, are strictly enforced so they don't encroach on neighboring plots. Cemetery staff also have the responsibility to respectfully remove faded, wilted flowers and prohibited items. This isn't about stifling your grief, but preserving a harmonious landscape of remembrance for all. When we picture a final resting place, we often imagine a highly personalized tribute. But the reality is that most cemeteries enforce strict, non-negotiable rules on exactly what you can place on a grave. Before you commission that custom memorial, you need to read the fine print.
Deed restrictions frequently dictate the exact height, width, and depth of any headstone. Many cemeteries mandate specific materials, like permitting only granite or bronze, while outright banning softer materials like marble or wood. Some even restrict the color of the stone and the exact style of the permissible inscriptions to maintain a highly uniform aesthetic across the burial grounds.
What if you want to add a memorial bench, an oversized statue, or an elaborate custom shape? In many cases, those are strictly prohibited without special, hard-to-get permission. And the restrictions do not stop at the design. Cemeteries frequently require that the monument be installed only by their approved, licensed contractors. This means you cannot place or install the stone yourself, no matter how small it is, ensuring the grounds remain pristine and liability-free. Imagine returning to a loved one's gravesite on a special anniversary, only to find that a cherished memorial item has been removed without any prior notice. Or consider the shock of suddenly receiving a hefty bill for unexpected plot care fees. These heartbreaking and stressful scenarios happen far more often than you might think. Another devastating shock for grieving families occurs when they try to make end-of-life arrangements. They might discover that a multi-plot family space actually has strict burial capacity limits hidden in the fine print. This restriction can unexpectedly prevent them from burying an additional family member in a space they assumed they owned outright. To avoid these painful pitfalls, you must be your own advocate. Never sign anything in a rush. Always read the entire cemetery deed thoroughly before finalizing any purchase. You need to ask highly specific questions about monument restrictions, exact plot dimensions, and what future maintenance fees might apply down the line. Make it a habit to maintain open communication with cemetery management regarding any changes in their grounds policies. Finally, keep securely stored copies of all agreements, deeds, rules, and receipts. Being proactive and informed is the absolute best way to ensure your loved one is honored exactly as you intended. Understanding cemetery rules and hidden deed restrictions is the best way to ensure we honor our loved ones respectfully. By knowing these essential guidelines, we can create beautiful, lasting tributes that preserve the peace and dignity of these sacred spaces for generations to come. Thank you so much for joining us today to uncover these hidden rules. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel for more guides, and share your own experiences or questions in the comments below. For more helpful resources and expert information on navigating funeral and cemetery arrangements, please visit us at funeralus.com. Thank you for watching, and take care.